Yes, I'm standing. It's like a joke from my dad. So, I want to start by just following the traditions of the people who I'm going to be talking about tonight. Don't worry, I'm not going to start like a big fire, just like a small one. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
I feel like a priest or something. So, Piani, Nota Gavino Noriega. I'm here tonight to share the stories of mi abuelas, one of whom was from Nuevo Mexico and one from Mexico. And both shared a similar connection to me besides the blood that pumps through my veins, and that was midwifery. Alright, so midwives or parteras have graced the earth with their unending care and love for not only mothers and children, but also the many families they have helped start, maintain, and protect. They did and still do this for communities around the world, despite the fact that they were almost erased by the implementation of Western medicine, specifically in the field of OBGYN. So parteras around the world have been vilified by Western medicine as a group of amateurs who are dirty and who don't know truly how to help women birth children into this world. However, this couldn't be any further from the truth, as African American, Indigenous, and Latinas/Chicana parteras were the true original medical care professionals who helped bring millions of children into this world through the natural means that they utilized through their indomitable precious knowledge passed down from generation to generation. In the US, only 6 to 9% of births are by parteras now, and yet the US also has the highest rate of maternal mortality rates in the world, especially compared to countries that have embraced midwifery in their cultures and governmental policies. And I will not even go into the fact that many women of color who were not and still not allowed to access parteras for part of the postpartum care were and still used in experimentation in hospitals. It is for these reasons that we need to continue to share the narratives and traditional practices of our families and fight to ensure that we continue to reconnect to our ancestors and their magical ways. And so now I'd like to share a poem with you all. It's called La Partera. And this poem is special, like I said, it's a blending of both of my grandmothers, who were both parteras. One was my great-grandmother and one was my grandmother. And one, like I said, from Nuevo Mexico, so Puerto de Luna area, so PDL, what's up? And the other one from Aguascalientes, Mexico, and also in the southeastern and southern part of New Mexico and Alamogordo and Otero County. So La Partera. I made my way from the desert of my homeland to the world of the norteños with only a vessel of water and a child on my back. Here I grew in knowledge, shared through the passage of the sacred, and built with the fire of mis antepasados. When I stepped out onto this land, they asked me, "What can you do?" To which I replied, "I am a healer." They laughed and handed me a broom. At that moment, I felt my heart drop and could sense the darkness I had been warned about by mi familia. But I pushed on and fought with every sweep and scrub until I made my way into the home of another healer. This healer did not use our precious hierbas or ceremonies, but worked hard to help his comunidad, which I related to. He saw my work and witnessed me healing a pregnant woman whose pain was cured by my hands with the guidance of my maestra, who lived only in mi corazón. El doctor was what they called him, and he was the first person to see me not as a burden, but as a source of knowledge. He invited me along many of his journeys, which took me into the homes of familias awaiting the arrival of una nueva vida. Here is where I shined, as I took the reins from El Doctor and used my precious knowledge to welcome estos niños into the world. El Doctor would drive me to these homes and then crawl into a bottle of his favorite tomar, to which he loved more than anything. Soon enough, I would take the wheel with El Doctor passed out in the passenger seat while I drove through the back roads and highways of southern New Mexico. I made potions and tinctures for mothers and soon-to-be mothers to use as remedios, connecting them to the sacred plan and Mother Earth. More times than I could count, I made my way into their homes and helped them bring hundreds of niños into this world. They called me La Partera. And I take pride in that name as it fills mi familia and antepasados con orgullo. Now, mi familia continues to practice my teachings, and this fills my heart with alegría, for my name lives on as La Partera, the healer who was almost lost. Thank you.